bro. Move up. Yo, move up. This dude here. It's always the Teslas, my people. It's always the Teslas. Bro, make the turn already. Right? Supposed to be getting some snow tonight, my people. They talking about a lot. Talking about it's supposed to snow for like close to 24 hours. That's why you see the sanitation is out here. They're about to start salting everything because yeah, they said we're gonna get like some type of winter mix or something like that. So it's supposed to get nasty at around 5 p.m. That's what they said, 4 to 5 p.m. We'll see. It's actually pretty cold too. Normally when it snows it's not cold, but it's cold. But yeah, my people, welcome back, man. Hopefully I had a Merry Christmas. You know what I mean? Because that joint flew by. Christmas came and went this year. But yeah, man, hopefully I had a good time with your family and all that. Hopefully I had some good food. Y'all got some good gifts, right? I know y'all gave good gifts, but did y'all receive good gifts? And today is gonna be a lot of traffic because it's Friday and we're supposed to be getting snow, and everybody just gets crazy when that happens. I see a lot of police out here too, but it's like, that's weird. I don't know why there's so much police. It's supposed to be snow, not crime. But yeah, they're like on every corner right now. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be hearing the whole time. You heard horns and sirens, because you're ready. Snow hasn't even started falling and the traffic started. But we're gonna be alright. Gwen, what's up, man? How y'all doing? Hopefully I had a good Christmas. Happy holidays. You feel me? Hopefully y'all got good gifts besides giving good gifts. Julian, what's up? Shaz, what's up, man? What's up? What's going on with everybody? Again, hopefully y'all had a good Christmas. That joint flew by, right? Now we got New Year's next week. It's like, wow, this year, 2025, whether it was good or bad, it went by fast. I don't know about y'all, but I had a pretty good 2025. But yeah, man, New Year's is already here. Well, my day's good. How's your day? Thank you for asking. Everything's good, man. Thank God. Gotta go to work. That's a little bringing down the mood, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do, right, my people? But yeah, welcome to the Bronx, New York City. Look at this Riri want me to go. There's a truck coming. What's wrong with him? But yeah, we're supposed to be getting snow tonight. This afternoon. It's supposed to start at 5 o'clock. So we'll see. We'll see. If it starts snowing, I'm gonna bring y'all through so y'all can see how it gets out here when it starts snowing. But yeah, sanitation is out. They salting the roads already. And traffic is gonna be through the roof. Because that's what happens when it snows. You feel me? And that's just the way it goes, my people. But yeah. Freaking the year flew by, man. Next thing you know, we'll be in 2027. 2026 ain't even here. That's how fast it goes, my people. I had to take a day off, you heard me? Because went to Florida. That was like a lot rougher than I thought it was gonna be. Christmas was good. I went down to Florida to pick up my mom and dad. So, you know, we were all able to spend it together, the siblings, mom and dad, grandkids. You already know. Always a good time when you're in family, you know what I mean? spend New Year's with them as well. And that's a beautiful thing, man. If you got all your loved ones, if you got your parents, you already know. It's a beautiful thing, you heard? But yeah, so I get to hang out with them for New Year's, and then they going back up, coming back down to Florida. And you're ready. Maybe I'll go back down with them. I'll probably take another ride out there. Nah, but they're gonna fly. I'm gonna let them fly. I might just drive down myself afterwards. I went down there and caught 2 flats in the rear tires. So we're not trying to do that again. I gotta get 4 new tires. But the tires were good, but freak accident, shit that happens. You know what I mean? Either way, I'm gonna go through Yonkers so you guys can see some of Yonkers during the day, even though we are in the Bronx. Take you down McLean Avenue so y'all can see how that's looking. You feel me? Again, welcome back, everybody. Happy holidays, everybody. Hopefully you had a good old time. Gwen, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. True story. I appreciate all the love I get, all the hate I get. I appreciate it all, man. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. One day I'll be able to reciprocate that back to you guys. You feel me? Right now we on the come up. Once we all the way up, yeah, I'm gonna be all the way up with me. You feel me? Yeah, I got a lot of things in motion. You know what I mean? Come the summer, not too much to do now in the winter. I mean, there's much to do, but it's too cold. Yeah. I ain't trying to freeze. Bronx. Well, right now, this is Yonkers right here, my people. McLean Avenue. A salute from New York City, the Bronx. And I'm going to take you down Yonkers real quick, you feel me? So you can see Yonkers is very nice. Yonkers is also Westchester County, so it's no longer New York, technically speaking. That's just the way they classify it, not me. That's them. But again, these are our neighbors here. What time is it in Istanbul? What time is it out there, my friend? 3 o'clock in the afternoon over here. About to be. A few minutes too. Yeah, I got those tires. Those tires feel like rocks. I had to get 2 new tires. I had to get a tire in Florida. On my way up, one blew out, the rear passenger side. Then coming back down in Maryland, like around 2 o'clock in the morning, the rear driver's tire blows out. And I ended up finding a flat fix, but it was like, it was in the opposite direction, like 20-30 minutes. And you know, we was just not, you know, we were nervous because that spare could have given up. Thank God it didn't. But yeah, man, we made it. You know, it was a little inconvenience, but we got through it. You know, it just sucks. You know what I mean? 'Cause my parents are older. They're not old, but they're not young either. You know, they shouldn't be having to go through that. But again, freak accident. Nothing we could do about it. And again, luckily, you know, this car here that I got, which is a Subaru Forester, I pulled this motor out, and I did a whole bunch of work to it. So I was just, as Yonkers PD. I was happy the car made it there and back with no hiccups, no overheating, no nothing. So that was a win. Again, the tires could not account for that. But yeah, we're on McLean Ave right now, my people. And I see everybody's here. I see Vermont plates, I see Jersey plates, Texas plates. Everybody's out here for the holidays, so you know how that goes. But yeah, this is Yonkers right here. A little part of it. I mean, we're just sliding on by. Got a lot of good eateries over here. A lot of Irish influence over here. Heavy Irish on this side. And Italian mix. But yeah, my people. Let me try to show y'all this. Let me see. I can see some of those stores. You can see an Irish food mart. again, this is heavy Irish on this side. So shout out to Ireland. Shout out to all my Irish people. I worked with a lot of them in construction, and they a bug out. They a trip. You know what I mean? Not everybody likes them, but I love them. Yeah, we used to bug out altogether. 2026, we got a lot of stuff coming up, man. I'm gonna go from here, from the Bronx. I'm gonna take a ride up to Albany, but on a bicycle. We got a trail that takes you from Manhattan all the way up to Canada, if I'm not mistaken. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, it'll take you all the way up to Canada. And I ain't going that far, but I figure I'm gonna try to make it from the Bronx to Albany. Gotta love it. To see, you know what I mean? And again, a lot more stuff that I could show y'all. You know, that right now I could show y'all, but it's cold. I ain't trying to go out there and freeze. But I'll be able to show you again. I try to show y'all New York City, you know what I mean? The Bronx is where I'm from, but like I said, in January, we're gonna start going into Queens because a lot of people requested it. So we're gonna be going into Queens, into Brooklyn, Manhattan. I've already taken you guys, but we'll go to Manhattan. And everywhere else, you know what I mean? Everywhere surrounding. Everywhere surrounding, you feel me? And yeah, I'm gonna bring y'all along for that trip. Hopefully I make it. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna try, because if I can't, you know, we gotta head back, we head back. But yeah, the trail's pretty dope. It has places to camp and all of that. So you can camp along the, you know, it's pretty dope. I'll show y'all. If y'all tune in, you know, subscribe and all that good stuff, you'll get to see it. If not, you can still see it. You feel me? Just come visit. Alright? But yeah, that was Yonkers. We're gonna cross back into the Bronx real quick, only because the traffic over there is gonna get ridiculous. So I'm gonna cross over to 233rd. Heard? We'll be on our way. We'll be passing by the 2 and the 5 train right now. Once we make this left, well, not once we make the left, a few minutes after. But yeah, I'll be able to take you out to the Intrepid. I don't know if you ever seen or heard of the Intrepid. That was the aircraft carrier they used back in one of those wars and all that. I don't know if it was used in World War I or II or in both. But either way, I'm gonna take you out over there. I already took you out to the 9/11 memorial, you know what I mean? But again, we'll do that all in the summer because it'll just be better timing, you feel me? So, but yeah, I've ridden the bike from the Bronx, circled around the whole Manhattan. So, you know, I got a little bit of resistance, but I know to get to Albany, it's gonna take a lot. It's definitely gonna take a lot more than going around the city. You know what I mean? Oh, perfect. See, even the bus got the chains on. We're supposed to be getting that snow in a little while. So everybody gets a little crazy. And like I said, since I got those 2 blowouts, I got those tires, but those joints feel hard. Every time I hit a bump, it feels like I feel it. You know what I mean? But either way, my people, we got a lot coming this summer for sure. In the winter too, because I'm still gonna take y'all places. We're just not gonna be getting out too much. We'll be seeing it from inside the car. But yeah, this is Bronx Boulevard, 233rd in the Bronx. The 2 and the 5 train is right ahead of us, like 3 lights ahead of us. I see it passing now, but you guys won't be able to see it pass because it's in a little house type thing. Yeah, just passed. I seen it just going downtown. But yeah, welcome to New York City, my people. Happy holidays. Happy New Year for the ones that ain't coming back. You know what I mean? I know some of y'all probably gonna be traveling and all that good stuff. But yeah, man. How was y'all Christmas? Y'all got a lot of gifts, or y'all gave a lot of gifts? Either way, I'm sure it was epic. Yeah. We had a good old time. Even though I had to work, I got out on Christmas Day, midnight. Same thing's gonna happen for New Year's. I'll be working. But yeah, this is the 2 and the 5 train right here, my people. This will take you downtown. This side here, the other side is uptown. Let me see. I thought the light was gonna catch me, but it didn't. But yeah, that's just White Plains Road in the Bronx. BX31 bus. They go to salt spreaders and plows because it's about to get crazy. You heard? So everybody's gonna be in panic in a little while. But yeah, that's what they said. Don't take it from me. I'm not the weatherman. You feel me? But they said at 5 o'clock we're gonna get snow from 5 to like the next morning, 8 o'clock or something like that. So we'll see. Jack, what's up, man? What's up with everybody, man? What's going on? Freaking Christmas came and went, man. It was like, dang. It was even worse because, again, I was working, so the day went by even faster for me. But my kids were happy yesterday. They were opening up gifts, and you know, kids, they play with everything at the same time and with nothing. They were playing with everything and with nothing at the same time. My sister got them calculators. You know what I mean? They 7 and 6, and my little ones, my older ones. But yeah, my sister got them calculators. They were playing with the calculators. London in the house. Salute, London. You're in the Bronx right now, baby. Welcome to the Bronx. Salute to London, the whole UK, and all that good stuff. You feel me? But yeah, man, the kids are crazy. You heard? They be playing with the box. They be playing with, like, yo, what the heck? Just bought you a bunch of toys. Florida was official, my brother. Unfortunately, like I was saying, I caught 2 flats, both in the back. Pause on that. Yeah, 2 flats in the rear. It didn't sound any better, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I caught a blowout in Florida. I was close by, luckily. And then I caught a blowout in Maryland coming back to New York. And then I found a flatfish, but the flatfish was like 30 minutes away. And it was snowing up there, crazy. It was snowing up there, something serious. But luckily, man, we you know, we got the tire, we got back on the road. Delayed us, but you know, we made it, thank God. But yeah, Florida, I didn't want to leave, man. I wanted to spend Christmas in Florida. It was just so nice out there, man. So, you know, hot. It was just like, you know, I was like on vacation for a day. But yeah, man, that's what I was saying. I want to go back. I'm like that. I go to Puerto Rico. Nah, man, the tires were good. They were all the same. The 2 front ones made it back home, but the 2 rear did not. I don't understand it. And again, I've done this trip many a times, not in this car. I mean, this is the second time I do it in this car. But I'm gonna have this whole thing, you know, when I stop, I always stop every 2.5 hours, not to get road fatigue. So I check the tires, you feel me? I check, make sure that they have air. I always, you know, put my hands behind them to see if I feel like the wires, you know, when they're wasting away. And they were good, but again, that's just, again, I was like an hour away from my parents' house when the first tire blew. And again, both of them happened at nighttime. But the you know, just what happened. But either way, so now I'm gonna get 4 new tires and, you know, do it again. But I'm gonna let my parents go on the plane because, again, I don't want nothing like that to happen and they gotta endure that again. Even though my parents are riders, you know what I mean? My father's a mechanic, so I got the mechanic game from him, and you know, he's gonna ride out regardless. But you know, I don't want them to be going through that, you feel me? Especially if they had just came from Florida. We got stuck in Maryland, and it's cold, you feel me? But either way, good time. I'm trying to go back. Yeah, like I was saying, when I go to Puerto Rico, you're ready. I'm starting to look for properties. I'm trying to move out there. Anytime I go anywhere that's warm and there's vacation, I start looking for properties, like I'm moving out there. I don't know who else can relate, but yeah, you come back talking about, I seen a house, and you ain't moving out there. Knock it off. But yeah, I was looking for properties in North Carolina, in Florida, and I live in the Bronx, and this is where I'll be. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you gotta love it. we definitely making the moves. You feel me? Definitely gotta do something. The rent out here in New York is getting ridiculous, and everybody says, "Oh, Florida's getting expensive." And this place is getting expensive. Nothing is as expensive as New York. Again, we talk about studios are going for $1,700. Studio, no bedroom, studio. So you already know. Here we go again. Stuck for no reason. Negative. No romantic depot. You heard? We passed by it, but never really been in that. Probably one time when I was young. Oh, look at the salters. They out here. But yeah, now I don't even know how these stores still are around, honestly. How everything goes down, but this romantic depot is around. And how Toys R Us went out, but romantic depot still make no sense to me. Either way, like a lot of these places are fronts, man. They've been here for forever, and they surviving. I don't know. The only thing that never goes out here in New York and the Bronx and the whole New York, forget about the Bronx, the whole New York, is Chinese food stores. You hardly ever see a Chinese food store closed down. And White Castle, you're rare the time. I mean, I have seen some shut down, but it's rare. You'll see a McDonald's shut down before a Chinese food store closes down. It'd be crazy. But yeah, we're here on Provost and Boston Road. You feel me? We're going right back there where you see those big buildings. We're going to Co-op City. And again, it's gonna get crazy in a little bit. The traffic is already high over here. This is never like this, but since they mentioned snow, everybody's trying to get home in record time, and everybody's scared of that snow. We get out at midnight, so you know we'll be dealing with the snow. But either way, we ain't scared. We are not scared, my people. We got the all-wheel drive popping too, so you're ready. We look forward to the snow. If the snow does fall today, this will be the second time. The first time was not too long ago, neither. But yeah, my people. Here we go. Here we go. Look, PA plate. I'm telling you, everybody's out here. Everybody's out here for the holidays. We already seen PA, Texas, Jersey. We see Vermont. Of course, New York. Everybody's out here, my people. Happy holidays. You heard? You feel me? But yeah, man. You know the vibes, my people. That's where we going. Look, we zoom on in. Co-op City. Hopefully. Yeah, that's a fact too. You know that. You know that. Some of these cars never even seen Pennsylvania, right? they live here. You're right. You're right about that. That's that's everything. All the places I mentioned, you heard, but I'm trying to. You know they visiting, bro. Knock it off. You know the Texas plates don't live here. They just visiting, just like PA. You know they visiting. You heard it's the holidays. They visiting. They visited their home. But I ain't gonna front. That's what I'm saying. Watching the summertime. Watch the summertime. When I go by the Deegan and all that, I be seeing a lot of them, unfortunately, getting the car taken because of that. You know, they got a New York license, got a New York address, but your car's registered somewhere else, they take it. When you're ready, you gotta register, do all the New York stuff in order to get it back. But yeah, you know the vibes out here. A lot of these cars have never seen the state that's on the plate. That's another thing too. Everybody talk about insurance and this and that. Forget about it. I mean, rent is high, insurance is through the roof. It's like, it's crazy. Y'all see, and I show y'all, they taking people's wheels, your catalytic converter. They don't even take the car no more. They just take the stuff that is like, boy, what are you doing to me? You know, take the car so the insurance can pay. Taking pieces that is like, when they take your wheels, that's like the biggest headache, because you gotta get rims and tires, but you gotta get the car moved. If not, you start getting tickets. You know, how you call it? NYPD, the traffic, they don't care. Your wheels, they see that you got no wheels, and they'll write you a ticket for alternate. That is like, welcome to New York City, my people. So it's crazy, you feel me? But yeah, that's the biggest headache in the world, when they take your wheels. It's like, you gotta get wheels to get the car transported. If not, again, you are gonna start getting tickets. It's ridiculous. But that's just the way it is, you feel me? It's like everywhere else. I'm sure there's other things, you know. Everybody has something to do with. Out here, I'm telling you, man, it's just crazy. The insurance is through the roof, the rent is through the roof, food. But this is home, right? So I figure that's why they say if you could make it here, you can make it anywhere. Only because they just jacking everything here, like everything is through the roof. The bus is about to go up. We got this new mayor that was supposed to make the buses and the trains free, but that ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? That's another thing. You know, the people that live, I wouldn't say better, but people live, you know, a lot of people take advantage of the system, so you know they getting that free ride. So it's more beneficial for them not to work, because you know your rent is getting paid. Because if you go to work and you gotta pay the rent, you won't be able to pay the rent. Then it's just like, I'm telling you. Look at the New York City, man. I remember when I was a kid, I would look at the paper and I would see it would show like apartments for $500. It's not no more. You can't even rent a room, my people, for $500. A room, to rent a room, it's like, the cheapest you're gonna find is $800 out here. The cheapest. But let me show y'all this. Let me see if I can show y'all the parking. This is good over here, because look. See, to park on the regular is $85. On the floor right here, the reserve, there's $111. And the, how you call it? The black top is cheaper too. I mean, it's more expensive. So yeah, right here you pay $111 if you want to park down here to get that VIP service. You feel me? And again, that's good in the Bronx, because parking is $250 to $300, if not $400, easy. So again, you know, if you're thinking of moving out here and you have never lived out here and you don't have any family out here, don't come over here, because you're gonna be going right back to where you came from quickly. You know, unless you got a great job and everything is, you know, looking up, then yeah, do it. But if not, so if you got family out here, come out, try it out, and see if it's a good fit for you, because this is not for everyone, my people. And it's true, it might be time to move. Again, I just, you know, this is what I know, you feel me? It's easier for me here because everything and everyone is here except for my mom and dad, that they're in Florida. But again, it's just, you know, everything moves a lot smoother here. I can get on a bus, on a train, I can catch a cab at any given time, you know what I mean? I don't have to wait long, not like other places where, remember, I went to Job Corps in Glenmont, New York, and a friend of ours lived in Schenectady, and you would call a cab, like in Schenectady, you call a cab, and you gotta call your cab. Let's say you're trying to leave at 9 in the morning, you gotta call it at 7, because it's not, you know, we'll be there in 2-3 minutes. Nah. It's like, you know, we need half an hour, we need 45 minutes, an hour. And I was like, what? I wasn't used to that. Again, I come from, you don't even gotta call a cab here. You just go outside. Go outside, stand on the corner. You don't even gotta hail the cab. they're gonna stop. So again, that's what I'm used to. But when it doesn't work that way, it's like, oh God. You know what I mean? Like Florida is like, I'll be looking at the bus schedule every now and then, and I'm like, again, you gotta have, you gotta leave with time. I'm used to being in the moment, you know what I mean? But either way, my people, happy holidays. We're here. We're here till midnight, my people. That's not a good look, but gotta do what we gotta do, right? Hopefully in 2026 I'll hit the mega or something like that. And I promise if I hit it, I got y'all, you heard? I know you can't gift money, but there's ways, you heard? So, you're ready. Wish me luck, man, because in turn it'll help y'all too. But I be talking all that. If I would have hit the mega, I'm not leaving New York. I'm trying to leave now because I ain't got no money. But if I had money, I'm not leaving New York. I'm staying right here. I'm not leaving. Like Leonardo DiCaprio said, you heard? I'm not leaving. Because there's a lot of nice places out here. But I would definitely have a place somewhere warm. Whether it be Puerto Rico, Florida, or anywhere warm. You know what I mean? Mexico. But either way, I'm not from those climates, so I might go there and be sick of that. Like, oh nah, this is not for me. You know, they say you gotta leave something to miss it, right? So maybe if I leave the cold, I'll miss it. Maybe not though. I asked my parents. They only been gone for like going on 3 years now. And I'm like, yeah, I miss the cold, and they be like, nah, not at all. And they live in a 4th floor walk up over here. And I'm like, you miss the stairs? That I don't know. We don't miss that either. You know what I mean? Walking up them stairs, dealing with the cold. And my dad always says the most thing he misses, believe it or not, is the noise. He's like, yo, it's so quiet out there, you could hear a pin drop in Florida. He's like, that's the one thing he does not like, is the quietness, you know? Because again, he was born in Puerto Rico. He raised us here in New York. So he's used to, you know what I mean? Sirens and all of that, trains, neighbors playing music. We lived in the project, so you already know how that goes. There's always a neighbor playing music at 2, 3 in the morning. Just, you know, that's just the way it is out here. But you see where we at here right now? Co-op City? This is completely, this is totally different over here. They got their own police. You don't pay utilities here. Everything is included, meaning your light, your water, your gas, all that. You know, they got everything here. They got auditoriums. They do movie nights. They got... This is literally called Co-op City because of that. It's his own little city. You feel me? They produce everything here. I'm telling you, they got their own police here. They got their own little holding cells here. It's crazy. It's crazy. But this is the best bet in the Bronx, I would believe so. For the amount of money that you'll pay. And you have good views. These are 33 floors, some buildings, so some of these apartments have a view into Manhattan. Some of them have it into Orchard Beach, City Island, and all that. Just depending where you set up. Where we're looking at right now, they would be looking at Manhattan. If we go up there, you can see Manhattan from up there. And right behind them would be City Island, Orchard Beach, and all that. But yeah, good views. And this is again, you can't be playing no music all times of night and none of that. This is regulated over here. So again, since they got their own police, if you out here playing music at 2, 3 in the morning, they're gonna go knock on your door and make sure you turn that off. If not, they'll just escalate. You feel me? They'll just get NYPD on the phone and that's it. This is CCPD, so some people might not respect that they're not NYPD, but guess what? They make that phone call and NYPD is here in a heartbeat. But yeah, my people, we're here to 12. You know the vibes. Happy holidays. Like I said, I had to take a day off because your boy was tired. Was playing with the kids. Just, you know, I was playing with the kids and the toys and all that. I was just making believe I was a kid again, you heard? I was there like, you know, they were my toys. They got a lot of board games we was playing. And that's pretty cool. Before I used to be against that. Now I'm like, you know what? That's what we gotta do more often is get board games because the whole family gets involved. You know what I mean? Instead of we bought them the new iPhone 17 and now they're in the corner playing with the phone and, you know, losing tradition. You know what I mean? And God knows we lost most of it. So let's try to get that back. You feel me? Make good memories. We ain't take no pictures. Well, the family took pictures. I didn't take any because, again, we'll be on 1,000. But for sure, for New Year's, I gotta make sure to take a lot of pictures with my mom and my dad because, again, we just never know too, man. Just never know who's not gonna be here next year. You feel me? Not something you want to think about, but that's the truth. But either way, my people, we shall return. We'll be back as soon as the snow starts happening. If it starts happening at 5 or 6, I'm gonna get on this joint. I'm not supposed to. Right. Welcome to New York City, the Bronx. Happy holidays. Happy Friday. Hopefully I got the long weekend. I wasn't so lucky. A lot of people got 4-day weekends. And that's what's up, man. But yeah, we'll be back when the snow starts, my people. You know how it goes. Subscribe to see New York City, the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Long Island, Staten Island, Jersey, Yonkers, everything in between. You feel me? You know how it goes, my people. Peace.